You're right. How am you? And welcome to Dave Unleashed. Bit of a break, I'll be honest. So, Happy New Year, JoJo.
Oh, Joe's not here. I'm in place of her.
Who's that?
It's me, Peter.
Joe's not here.
No.
What's she doing? Making a cup of tea?
No, she's got a bit of a cold and stuff.
Got a cold?
Yeah.
Well, that's rubbish, that. Wonder why she wasn't here. Anyway, today we're looking at snakes and sticks. Now, I can say the word sticks and I don't get too excited. If someone else says it, it gets me a bit.
Sticks?
I like big sticks and little sticks and all sorts of sticks. See, that's cruel, that. Right, anyway, we're moving on to story time now. And it's called Snakes and Sticks, and it's about snakes and sticks. Eat it.
For story time today, we're going to meet a guy called Paul, and it involves snakes and sticks. But first of all, let's just call up Dave to help tell the story. So, computer, call Dave. Hey, Dave, how are you?
You're right.
You're raring to go for this story?
Always.
Brilliant, because there's a lot of excitement in this story. There's a lot happening.
A lot of action.
A lot of action. Yeah, it's like an action movie.
You got car chases and everything.
No, they hadn't invented cars back then, but it's action, and it's action-packed.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can you have action-packed without an action scene with a car chase?
Yep, you can actually. Yeah, I'm going to show you. So we're going to meet a guy called Paul in this story.
My name's Dave.
No, well, this guy's called Paul.
My name's Dave.
Not everybody can be called Dave, can they?
No, too right.
So Paul, okay.
My name's Dave.
I know, but this guy's called Paul.
My name's Dave.
And
this guy's the dog.
No, this guy's a man. He's a Christian.
I'm definitely a dog.
He lived a few thousand years. You are, but Paul is a man, and he was a Christian, and he was accused. He was
he confirmed?
What like religiously?
No, he gets splashed with the water.
Oh, yes, I think he was baptised. Yeah, he did all of that.
They have a sink at the front of church.
Yeah. Well, I think he did it all properly. So anyway, he'd become a Christian, and he'd been accused by the religious leaders of not doing religion properly or well, and they wanted him to be punished.
I never have that problem.
Don't you?
Do it all right, mate.
Yeah. Well,
I have a sink in the church. Bit of soap, little duck.
Absolutely. Well, Paul, the religious leaders weren't happy with the way Paul was doing things, and he hadn't done anything wrong.
Will they ever?
Yeah. So basically, Paul says, no, I haven't done anything wrong. So he was going to go and see the governor about it in Rome, because they were in charge.
Bloke, the one with the lights?
Yeah, the Damascus experience when he became a Christian, and then the lights and all that, yes.
Haven't we done this story already?
We have. We did that one last week. Yeah, we've done it before. But anyway, this is different. This is the same Paul, but this is an adventure he went on once he'd become a Christian.
All right.
And on his way from Jerusalem. Yeah, thank you.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Thank you, Dave.
Keep going.
Thank you. He was on the way.
I won't get in your way.
He was on the way to Rome.
You just ignore me.
On a boat.
Like normal.
With about 300 people.
Carry on.
And they had a shipwreck. They sunk.
That's a proper action.
I'll tell you what, action, innit? Action. They were in terrible trouble. They sunk.
Was there a big monster?
No. It wasn't like Narnia or anything else like that. No, they just literally ran into some bad weather, and the boat was wrecked.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
How do boats run?
Run.
How do they run into ever? Do they like sail?
Well, yeah, they had sails and everything, but the sails didn't work. I think the sails got broken. There was a big storm.
You got feet on the bottom or something. How's it running?
No, not running.
I'm a bit confused about this running of the boat.
Not running like that. Anyway, this boat was wrecked. Okay,
not surprised if it's got feet on it.
But God,
all them holes.
But God saved Paul.
You miss me, eh?
Yeah, all the people were saved, and Paul, and they went to shore. And when they got to shore, they realised they were on an island called Malta.
Who killed that?
Yeah, very nice. It's in the Mediterranean Sea. It's
My mate's been there.
Has it? Oh, fantastic. Lovely place to go. It's a big island.
Nice people.
Yeah, big island by Italy. So they were nearly getting to Rome, but obviously they had this shipwreck. And as they were coming onto the shore, the people welcomed them. They were really kind to them. The islanders, the people who lived there.
The locals.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was raining and it was cold.
Did they have them dogs with them?
No, they didn't have any dogs. No dogs on this one.
Shame that.
Yeah, so they basically welcomed them. They built a fire for Paul and his friends, or the people he was on the boat with, to get them warm. And
good idea, that.
Yeah. And what happened was Paul...
Did they have them special blankets like the runners have?
Well, they hadn't been invented back then, but they built a fire to stay warm.
Fair enough.
What happened was Paul gathered a big armful of sticks.
Sticks? Where's the sticks?
Yeah.
I like sticks. I like sticks.
You do, don't you? To put on the fire, obviously to make the fire go hotter.
Little sticks, middle sticks.
Yeah, all sorts
long
of sticks.
Short sticks. Matchsticks.
So basically, Paul had this...
Matchsticks, do not touch.
Yeah.
They will hurt you very much.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Paul. Not Paul. Now you got me at it.
Told
Dave.
you I'm not Paul. My name's Dave. Dave the dog.
You've got a point there because we are talking about a fire that was built. But
I'm not
Paul,
a pointer. That's a different type of dog.
It is. What type of dog are you?
I'm a Dave.
Okay, fair enough.
There's only one of me.
So he took the sticks, this armful of sticks, and he was putting them on the fire.
I want to stick.
Oh, sorry, but you'll never
I was holding it in, but not well.
Oh, yeah, you do like the sticks, don't you? Sorry.
I like sticks. Very rude.
But do you know, you never guess what happened, Dave?
Well, I can't guess because I don't know the story. Every time. Do you know what happened? No, because I'm a dog. What happened? I don't know. I'm a dog.
This is the exciting bit, right? The heat brought out a snake and it attached itself to Paul's hand and bit him.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Is this a scary story?
No, because what's really interesting, he bit him and it was a poisonous snake. And the people, the islanders, were like, oh my goodness, what's happened?
Did they call 999?
Well, they didn't have an ambulance and a 999 back then. They didn't even have doctors or hospitals or anything like that.
Was it 911?
No, nothing. And
112?
No, and the islanders...
What did they ring for the ambulance?
They didn't do anything. They just looked at him and thought, you know what? This guy, Paul, must be a bad guy because he might have been saved from the shipwreck, but he's now been bitten by the snakes and now he's being punished.
Got a question.
What?
Why do they not do nothing?
Because they couldn't. They're
That's a bit cruel, isn't it?
Well, they couldn't do anything in those days. Once you've been poisoned by a snake, that's sort of it.
That's not very nice, Dad.
There's nothing they could do about it, really.
I don't like this story.
No, listen, because this is really exciting. So they looked at him and thought, right, you've been bitten by a snake. This is your punishment. And they were just waiting for his hand to swell up and for him to become ill. And
it's a nice story, this, and it's lovely for little kiddies.
No, but Paul didn't. He didn't become ill. His hand didn't swell up. He just brushed the snake off him, chucked it in the fire, and carried on.
Did he eat it?
Nothing happened.
Did he eat it after he put it in the fire?
No, they just burnt up.
Just cook it?
Just gone. And so the islanders went from thinking, oh, hang on, this guy is bad, to, hang on a minute, this guy must be a god. They went
kind of impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, they thought he was good. He went from really bad to thinking he was really good because the islanders were very superstitious and they believed in lots of different gods.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What's
superstitious?
That one.
Superstitious is when you sort of believe in things that don't make sense. And we have superstitions in the United Kingdom. So some people don't like to put new shoes on a table because they think, I don't know, something bad might happen. But it doesn't. And the other one is, you know, the one
by me again. It's a pair of shoes. What's he going to do? Take flight.
I know, they don't make sense, superstitions. They don't make sense at all. However, there is one superstition that we have in the United Kingdom, which is like a superstitious if you walk under a ladder, like something bad's going to happen to you.
That's not superstitious.
But I know, isn't it? It kind of makes sense because something might fall on you, actually.
It does.
Yeah.
Regular.
Has it happened to you, is it, Dave?
No.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear of that. But
There's another one that makes no sense.
What's that?
Don't lick a black cat past your path.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one. That's strange,
stupid.
isn't it? But that's what it is. They were very superstitious, these islanders.
You see a black cat?
Yeah, well, I don't know what they're...
Don't let it cross your path. Just leg it the other way. That's what I do.
I thought you said you weren't superstitious.
I'm not. Just don't like black cats.
Oh yeah, because you're not a cat You're not a cat dog. No, you're not a cat person.
I'm still a dog. Not a man. Not a cat.
Yes.
Dog.
You're definitely a dog.
Dave the dog. It's not complicated,
absolutely.
really. It's even in my name. I've got my name and what I am, Dave the dog.
It's all there written in the title, isn't it? The clues in the title, as it was.
I'll have a chat with the producer after this. Working with a Muppet.
So there you go, Paul, shipwrecked. So as if that wasn't bad enough, being shipwrecked, and he's kind of being accused of doing something he hasn't done wrong, and he's trying to get to Rome, and then he gets bitten by a snake, but nothing happens to him. God keeps him safe from the shipwreck, from the snake bite, and there are islanders there who help him to make sure he's nice and warm.
Cool, that.
Amazing story. What do you think of that then, Dave?
I want to know what happened to the snake that he cooked.
He cooked.
Did he eat it after he threw it on the fire?
All it says in the Bible is that he just flicked it into the fire and it was gone, and it wasn't able to hurt anybody else. So that's good, isn't
I
it?
don't know what to say to that, really.
What? What about the snake? Are you upset about the snake?
I don't know what to say.
Do you like snakes?
Ah,
Do you?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
On the other side of a piece of glass.
I was going to say, I thought
They
that.
look at me and lick their lips because I'm a little doggy.
Have you? You know when you like sticks. You like sticks,
I like sticks. I like sticks a lot.
but you
Big
don't
sticks, little
like.
sticks, short sticks, long sticks.
But you don't like
Sticks,
snakes.
white sticks, little sticks, tall sticks. What?
Have you? You don't like snakes.
Sorry, I was thinking about my stick collection. What?
Have you seen a snake before?
Ah,
What sort of snakes have you seen?
slithery ones
Slithery outside in the wild.
on the TV.
On the, on the TV, yeah, that's
Safest
safe.
place.
Absolutely. So there you go. Paul, you've met Paul now. Well, we've met him before, like you said, and he was kept safe. That was a miracle, wasn't it? A miracle.
Can I make an observation?
Yeah.
I haven't met Paul.
Well, you know, it's a figuratively
You
speaking.
just said we've met Paul before, and I haven't.
It's kind of like you get
I've met
in.
a Bob and a Bert. I met a Joanne who's a bit, but well, yeah, bit of a muppet. But I haven't met a Paul.
Yeah, but what happens is, Dave, when you read the Bible, you get into the story and you get excited and you get involved and you feel like you're with the people.
It's good, that.
Yeah. What
It's
do you
action
think?
story, this one.
Yes,
with the-
I told you,
with
didn't I?
that
Didn't I tell you?
crashing boat
Yeah.
and the snake. The
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
Was
And
it a fake snake?
no, it was real. It was real. It wasn't very big. It was quite a small one, I think. I think it was what we call a viper, I'm pretty sure.
If it's that small, is it a worm?
No, it was definitely a poisonous snake.
Don't like
Because,
worms.
like, the islanders knew, because they know, don't they? They know what's a poisonous snake and what isn't and all that.
Fair enough.
They will be very clued up to these things. So, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Dave.
You're welcome.
And I hope you liked the story about sticks.
Sticks.
And
I like
snakes.
sticks a lot. I got big sticks and little sticks. I got long sticks and short sticks. I got nice sticks.
See you next time. Bye for now.
Rabbit.
And that was story time.
It's good, that. I do like doing them story times, JoJo. It's quite good fun. I ask her the questions that no one wants to ask, but everybody wants to know. Ain't they right, Peter?
Yeah.
Where am you? I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Well, that's like a clever answer, ain't it? Well, we're going to move on to art time now. Don't forget, if you like the story time or the art time, then you can watch it again on berrybunch.org. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. I got it right. JoJo never does. You can't teach a dog new tricks. You can't teach a woman new tricks. It don't work. Anyway, now it's time for art time, which has got more snaky things. So, eat it.
For art time today, we're going to make paper snake accordions, and I've got some here. It's either a pit, a nest, or a den of snakes, and because they're called accordions, because look at this, it looks a bit like the instrument, the accordion. So I'll tell you what you need to make, and this reminds us of the snake that bit Paul when he went and built a fire. But these are happy snakes. These are nice snakes. So you're going to need some coloured paper, preferably 2 different types of coloured paper, A4. You need scissors, some glue. If you want the strips that we're going to make to be straight, you can use a ruler. If not, you won't need that. That's optional. You need a black pen and some sellotape. And optional, you can have stick-on eyes. So first of all, you need to make some strips with your paper. So put them together. And what you can do, as I say, you can use a ruler and put 3 centimetres per strip. Or you can do like I do and fold the paper both together like that. Fold in half, fold in again, exactly the same. And then a third time. And so that gives you the lines that you need to cut. And there you go. It's a bit like a fan. It's like making a fan, isn't it? And then once you've done that, you open them up and you can cut those into strips. And that gives you your lines there nicely. So I'll put that to one side, and I've made some strips. Now, when you've cut them up into strips, you'll need to glue them and stick them together. Now, all you have to do is you'll have about 8 strips or 6 to 8 strips. So you take a bit of sellotape and you stick them and wrap the sellotape around. And you do that with every strip of piece of paper. So you get like a long snake. I'll show you what I've done earlier. So there you go. It's really long. This is a really long snake. You do that with the white and the red. So you have 2 different colours. And that can be quite interesting. So you might want to stand up to do it. But I'll show you how you put the 2 together using just a couple of strips, because you might not be able to see it on the screen. So I'll do the same with the white paper, bit of sellotape. Oh, that was a bit noisy then, wasn't it? But I expect maybe a group of snakes or a den of snakes would be quite noisy. So there you go. I'm just going to put 2 together and show you how it works. So what you want to do is stick on the corner like that, the two pieces of paper, so it sort of makes a right angle like that. Can you see that? And then you just stick it together on the corner with a bit of glue. So I'll do that. Put a blob on. Don't need much. Stick it on the end. There we go. And this is the really exciting bit of this snake. So you wrap it over the top like that and keep it nice and tight and neat. And then you go around like that. And you just keep doing that. You just go back around. You see what I'm doing? Making it into an accordion. And what I love about this snake is it looks great, but it's really fun. It's really springy. And that's if you get it nice and tight like that. Just keep going up and down. That one goes that way. That one comes down. As I say, if you've got all the strips stuck together, they're quite long, so you might have to stand up or put it onto the big table. Around like that, around like that. You just keep going. And I've done one earlier. Ta-ta! Isn't that cool and springy and fun? So there you go. That's the snake-like body. And now we need to make the head. And all you need to do is take a piece of paper. You can do either a white head or a red one. I'm going to do a white head, and I'll just do a little sort of a roundy sort of face and 2 blobs for the nose. And you can stick on the eyes. I'm going to draw them. There we go, like that. And then you just cut that out. And then I'm going to do a different colour for the tongue. So all you do is like a fork, like that. Nice and long. And then you cut those out. So I've cut some out earlier. Actually, I did it the other way around, didn't I? That time. So I've got a red face, which is cool. So again, I'm just going to draw the eyes. Big eyes. And little pupils there. And just those little tiny dots there for the nose. And we're just going to stick it on the body. So I'm going to use a bit of glue and just stick it sort of in the middle a bit, so you can have on the end of its body like that. Ta-da! It's cool, isn't it? It's definitely missing a tongue, because that definitely makes it look like, oh, he's falling over. See what I mean? Like, such good fun. So I'm going to put his tongue on. And like I say, a little bit of a dab of glue at the bottom. Stick it underneath there, the face. And what's really good is you can bend it a bit. Just make it look a bit like that. And there we are. There is a paper snake, like accordion. Hope you enjoy playing with that.
I think JoJo's good at them art types, don't you? It's really cool. She makes it simple. So simple even I could do it. Well, I could do it if I had thumbs, and I don't. So I can't, so I won't, so I shan't. But I could if I would, but I won't. So, anyway, parallel with this berry bunch lot, they got some CGI. And what's going to happen, right? We're going to see one of them snakes. It ain't going to be behind me. It's not going to be up above my head. It's going to, like, rise up out of the ground in some really cool thing. Are you ready for this? This is, like, CGI awesomeness. So it's going to be, what the heck is that? Is that a hand holding a snake? I'm not sure this is the best like quality, if I'm honest. I think I prefer the stick on the sellotape. But well, there's the snake. Give it a twirl since you couldn't be bothered to do the CGI. Give it a twirl. There you go. It's like it's like Paul's in the room, mate, because he's holding that snake that don't hurt him. Anyway. Can we get this away now? Like mush. Cool, they want to see the Dave boy. Thanks for joining us for another Dave Unleashed. Enjoy the story time. Get your art on. And make some snakes. That was cool, that. Thanks for joining us. Stay frosty. Ta-ra a bit.